Hello, influencers. How are we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching, hearing me. How are we doing, people? It's been a while. Don't mind that she has been busy. So, how are you doing, people? Well done, well done, well done. Thanks for holding forth. Welcome to another edition of No Host Bride with IT. My name is Situn. If you are seeing this channel for this first time, actually, I call my subscribers influencers, right? Because I believe you're influencing your world in whatever way you can, positively, all right? So let's join the family of influencers by clicking that subscribe button and putting on the notification bell so that you get to know when next I get to upload video, which I hope to do more often. All right. So I'm going to give you an update today again. Before I move on, let's do the needful. Come on, let's go. Thank you so much. If you follow this channel by now, you will understand why you are not seeing my face. I do this when I'm working uh from home in my PJ. All right, you don't want to see my face. So I'm still going to do this today to give you an update on I'm asking a question today. Who is after Feyi Daniels? Honestly, who is after this man? If you are seeing this channel for the first time, this is a guy who says he's a bishop in Nigeria, and he has been accused of having kind of knowledge of some ladies, and then actually, in fact, I don't even know where to start the story. Please check the videos I've done on him on this channel. Okay, so it happened that he said he gave some prophecies which we discovered that he lifted from another man's page on YouTube and was bragging about them. So he's been accused of raping some women, and the case is in court. All right, if you follow. So now Feyi is saying that he says his name is Bishop Feyi Daniels. I've done a lot of videos on him and all past things that he has done. So now trying to attribute he's trying to connect his arrest to he's been taken to court rather to the prophecies he said he gave on the election that was held in Nigeria, in February. So, and he's now accusing the government that I don't want to play his video. He said it in maybe you've seen them online. He said it in his service that because he gave prophecy, and I'm asking, what has prophecy got to do with this? This is Pastor Kingsley Okwiwe. I hope I pronounced that well. This is the man who has been talking about this thing, this prophecy from last year. This is the page of who Feyi Daniels lifted those things he said, he prophesied about Nigeria. This man, up till today, this man you are looking at on your screen, Pastor Kingsley, up to today is still insisting that God told him that Tinubu will not be sworn in. He's still saying it. He has not missed word on it. Okay. And interestingly, this man, Pastor Kingsley, is walking the streets free, a free man. Okay. He gave this prophecy. He's still walking the streets a free man. So why is it that Feyi is now saying that government is after him? I don't understand that. So, and he, I want to now Tinubu that was declared that that INEX Tinubu is just the president select. Yes, I will say president select because it was INEC that declared him the winner of the election, which Nigerians, the case of the election is still in court, okay, which Nigerians are saying no, that he's not the one that won the election. So if Tinubu has not been sworn in, how can he now be the one that is behind uh Feyi's ordeal? I mean, why? This is Bola Tinubu, the man who I said president select, because it was INEC that declared him. The case is in court. So this man is not yet in Nassau Villa. He's not yet sworn in. So why will this man Tinubu now be the one that is the problem of Feyi Daniels? Now let me give you a quick, because I saw a lot of comments on my page. Let me just quickly, because we have found out, at least Nigerians, a lot of people, they don't want to, once they form opinion about something, they don't want to find out about it. They don't want to make their own findings. It's so interesting, and some people are even saying, what has Google had to do with this situation? I'm wondering what kind of people are these. Now these are two comments. It's not all of them. A lot of people, they still take time to find out what's up. Okay, now let me give you, for those of you who still refuse to believe this thing, I I will advise that instead of you just supporting him, supporting Feyi Daniels on the page, on the social media, please mobilize yourself. You are his follower. I get that. Mobilize yourself and go and tell Justice Ramon Oshodi, the judge who is on this case. Go and tell him your evidences. Go and tell him what you know about Feyi Daniels, because you say he's being persecuted. This, that. Now, this case started. This case was first reported in 2020 by one of the victims, who happened to be Feyi Daniels' church member. All right. So the information is all on the internet. She said that she claimed that she reported when the incident happened, and that was 2020, and Feyi was detained for 6 days. We've not heard the election then. No, we just said the election that is now saying they're persecuting him about. Now, when she reported that, it was forced. One inspector, the person, she said the person, the investigative officer, one inspector Samuel, Nigerian police, demanded that she pay 70,000 naira so that they can arrest Feyi. That was in 2020. But she didn't have that kind of money, so she let the case slide. She came up with the case again in 2022. She reported that she came up again. I think this lady really wants justice. So she came up again 2022, 2 years later. That 2022, Feyi was picked up, was arrested, was detained for 6 days. And then he was let go. You know, Nigeria factor and all that. Now, the prosecutor of this case now had to, with some other people, they had to make move to go to Ministry of Justice. That's when this case began to take shape. Now, this crime was said to have been committed 2020. It's not today. It's been on. But because of the kind of system we have in Nigeria, the police wouldn't do anything about it. Now, I said that despite that, a lot of people don't want to hear anything, I'm glad that there are still some people who are still who are still open-minded. The first comment you see there said, the person wrote, he said, thanks, right? I stumbled on your channel, and it said, and I became curious that you were dragging the bishop. But I took time to listen to you, thinking you had a personal grouse with Feyi. But after listening to you and your evidence, I went in search of more facts about the bishop. Ah, our boys wọ̀nyí ti bà ayé jẹ́ in the name of Christianity. You know, that you wrote that, that means all these boys has messed up life, in the name of Christianity, and on like that. Thanks for the information. Now, that's from John Akimpobola 4539. The second comment says from Godman 4106. He said, he wrote, "We know him well. I was once with him. We call him Feyi Daniels." You see those comments? Now, Ọ̀daràn in Yoruba means criminal. so this people know this guy, all right? If you even see the way he goes about all this, his claim for prophecy, very sleek about it, very kind of. I did a video. This guy he paid bloggers to amplify that thing that he's called prophecy, that he stole from another person. I did videos on it. Why would he has a YouTube channel? So his own YouTube channel, was it enough to hear that he has to pay bloggers? He paid a blogger to have interview with him to begin to amplify this prophecy. This guy, he charges people depending on your category, VIP, VVIP, VVVVVVIP. Everything is. I did videos on it. Other YouTubers did videos on it. Will you say you're a man of God? You need to charge people before they can have audience with you. So see you. Who are you? Christ said he freely were will giving. You give freely. And he gave categories on his website. I did videos on it. What you will pay to see him, if you're a VVIP, what you will use private jet to come and pick him to where you want to meet him, all those kind of things. Is that how Christ taught us? Please give this video thumbs up. I've told us, when you watch videos like this, give videos thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge. Thank you so much for doing that. So those are the things. So now you're saying that when it began to win public sentiment, I did a video on it, and I said, hey, this is what Feyi. I've done quite a number of videos on Feyi. This is what he's saying, that the government is after him. Okay, so it was supposed to. So is it now Buhari that you didn't prophesy about, that is after you, or Tinubu that is not in government yet? Yes, he's not yet. All right. So the case was adjourned. It's been adjourned to May 9. He has not been able to meet his bail condition. Let me quickly show you this. I posted this video to last week. Let me quickly show you so that you will see. So that's him, head bowed, being taken to Kirikiri maximum prison. So because he couldn't meet the bail condition. So instead of you, I discussed that bail condition in my previous video. So instead of you coming to write all sorts of things about it, why don't you, like this comment I read to you, why don't you behave like the Berean Christian? Yeah, Apostle Paul talked about them in Acts 17, 10 to 15, thereabout. Berean Christians will hear the word and they will go back home and read the scriptures. So if you hear anything on the internet concerning your man of God, why don't you make your own research? It's so funny. Some people wrote there, is it Google now that will be telling you things? They don't even know what Google is. Why don't you have an open mind, people? Yeah, that's it. Have an open mind. So this person, like I wrote, just read to you, said he thought I have personal grounds about against him. I don't know him. I told us from the beginning how I came to hear, I came to know about the rape case when this lifting of prophecy came up. I did a video. I wanted to do a thumbnail. That's the cover of the video on it. So I just put Bishop Feyi Daniels on Google, and the rape cases came up. That was when I knew about. See, I never heard about him before. It's not possible for me to sit under the teaching of these people. It's not. God will not allow it. It's not just possible. That was how I got to know about his rape case. I don't know him. I've not seen him before. Pastor Kingsley Okigwe, I don't know him. I've not seen him before. But let's be realistic. If we keep on saying, I saw some comment, he's a man of God, then just leave them. No. If we say we want to just leave them, then we shouldn't have a judicial system. We shouldn't have, the court shouldn't be there. People shouldn't go to school to read law. No, yeah, because it will be a waste of time if we go to read law and then you come up and you are not doing anything with it. If people are not punished for what they did, for their sins, people will continue to live in impunity. As we speak, the ex-president of United States, Donald Trump, is in court. He's been dragged to court to answer to things. It's not even the federal government of the US that has taken Trump to court. It is still state of New York. If he's convicted, he will be jailed. That's our next president. So if we keep saying, yeah, okay, leave them, then who is the law made for? There's a saying in my language that if there is no law, there is no sin. When you don't have any rule, no law, then there is nobody. You can't say anybody sin. So in as much as sin exists, then there will be law, so that people will be accountable to whatever they did. All right. So this will serve as a deterrent. You can't just do what you like. And interestingly, more, more. Yeah, I mean it. I'm emphasizing that more. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to say next. More ladies are coming up. Yes, more ladies are coming up. Let me let you understand something. There are evidences the judge will use in confidence. Because I saw some of you, hey, why don't you show the evidence? No, it doesn't work like that. There are some evidences the court will use in confidence in order to protect the victims, one, and the witnesses. Yes. So if you want, so the court has, they know what they have. You remember I did a video about him that Pastor Sam Adeyemi had to close down the campus fellowship in Benin because of this guy, this Feyi Daniels, because he was sleeping with the girls there. Now, a lady from that fellowship has come up. Yes, you heard me right. A lady from that fellowship has come up to say, okay, she was a victim when she heard that he's been dragged to court. So Some people, they were like, okay, they don't have, they couldn't make any move because nothing was happening. But when they had it, somebody is on this case sent me a message, and the person, the person forwarded them a message to me. The sender of that message said, okay, is it true that this person is in court? Okay, I'm coming up to testify. I was a victim. So more people are coming up. Yes, you heard me right. So if you, I know, even with all this, a lot of you see, yeah, 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 dragging man of God, they're persecuting him. Who is he that they're persecuting now? Like I said, the the Pastor Kingsley, that said this prophecy initially before Feyi stole it and began to publicize it, began to market it. He's walking the streets free, a free man. Nobody's harassing him. So why is it that it's Feyi that is being harassed? What has rape got to do with prophecy? A lady on one of these channels, is it Arise now? Was talking, they were doing analysis on it a few days ago. I saw it. She said when he heard about this, the prophecy, that she went to find out about this guy, that okay, is he authentic? And that the first thing that came up were the rape cases. Yeah, the same thing with me. That was how I've got to know about these rape cases. And then God began to link me with people that are even in charge of the cases. They are in charge of the cases, yes. So rather than coming here on my channel to write stuff, please mobilize yourself, because your bishop is still in the Kirikiri maximum prison. Rally around him, help him to meet the bail condition, so that he will be going to court from home. He's still there. I did a profile on Justice Ramon Oshodi. He's a no-nonsense judge. He's an incorruptible judge. You if if you need to see my inside person, the court say, if not that they don't allow videos, the cameras to be used, phone to be used to record in the court, that I need to see how Feyi's eyes were about. It's as if his eyes wanted to pop out of their sockets. He was shocked. He didn't know that the judge, Justice Ramon Oshodi, will ask that he be remanded if he couldn't meet the bail condition. His lawyer tried to say he will be coming from, they should just allow him to go without meeting the condition. The judge said no, that is a flight risk, because he was supposed to be in court on April 3rd. He didn't show up. April 2nd, he was in Abuja doing whatever he thought he was doing program. So he didn't come to court. That enough can anger the judge. Yes. So the case came up last week, and now it's been adjourned to that. That was April 17. Now it's been adjourned to May 9. So make your way to the Special Offences Court in Ikeja, Lagos, and go and tell Justice Ramon Oshodi your testimonies about Feyi Daniels, what you know about him, so that the judge maybe he will use that to have to tamper justice with mercy, rather than coming to my page to write all sorts. So uh that's it. If I don't, I don't like doing long videos. Thank you so much for giving your updates on your bishop. All right, thank you so much. I love you. Go to church with your brains intact. Behave like the Berean Christians we just talked about. They read the scripture, they hear in the church, they read the scriptures. You don't just they just say my pastor said this and that's it. You go to church, you leave your brains at home. It doesn't work like that, because ultimately at the end of it all, it is you and your creator that you are that you will that will be that you will face. It's your creator that you will face. You won't say it's your pastor. Your pastor will face his own, or our own. You will face your own. So thank you so much, people. I'm going to see you again very soon. I pray. Thank you, and I love you. Bye. Take care.